My wife and I want to name our son Gleb. My sister says that will ruin his life. Is she right? P.S. We originated from Eastern Europe, and Gleb is actually a name there. Your sister is right. You are going to ruin your son's life if you name him Gleb. He is going to be mercilessly bullied. But you know what? You should still name him Gleb because your kid needs to struggle. Every successful person who has ever lived has had a chip on the shoulder they've needed to overcome. George Washington was bald. Steve Jobs smelled really bad. Taylor Swift was a woman. But those flaws were necessary because they gave them the motivation to try harder, to be better, to win. If George Washington had a full set of hair, we'd all be speaking British today. If Steve Jobs practiced basic hygiene, we would all still be on flip phones. And if Taylor Swift had a 10-foot schlong, I would be even more attracted to her, you know? But naming your son Gleb is equivalent to turning him bald. If you name him Gleb, he will become a legend. That or a total friendless loser who will never amount to anything. One or the other. So if you decide not to name him Gleb, at least make sure that you dose his meals of DHT to ensure that he goes bald. My girlfriend's 16-year-old son wants to drop out of high school and become an indie game developer. He doesn't know how to code and plans to just use ChatGPT. What should I do? You should let him drop out. There's two possible outcomes here, and both of them are good for you. Option 1, he fails at becoming a game developer, and he instead becomes a jobless leech on society, completely dependent on his mother for everything. But he's already dependent on his mother, so it's not really any different for you. Then, when he turns 18, you can leverage his loser status to convince your girlfriend to kick him out of the house. Then, you can, turn his old bedroom into your man cave. Or option 2, he somehow actually becomes a super successful game developer who makes a fortune off his hit game Among Us. And in this case, all you have to do is marry his mom, and then take both of them out on a wonderful, wonderful boating trip to Lake Michigan. Then, whoops, it looks like both of them fell off the boat. No, it's so tragic. Aw, dang, they're so clumsy. Dang it. At least you can console yourself with the inheritance money you'll get. I get physically ill whenever I'm around pretty women. What should I do? I feel for you, man. I feel for you. I had this exact same problem for years, where I was so nervous around women that it actually hurt. True story. I once vomited on this girl I had a crush on. It was bad, man. It was real bad. I was so worried I would never be able to find love because I just got so sick whenever I talked to women. Today, I am 100% cured. You want to know how? I got one word for you. Gay porn. I started exclusively jacking it to videos of dudes just going at it. If I wanted to bust a rod, it had to be while watching a dude. We're talking about all types of guys, by the way. We're talking bears, we're talking cubs, chubs, jocks, gym bunnies, otters, pups, twinks, twunks, spunk monkeys. I watched them all. For a period of about 3 months, I didn't do anything involving women. No vids, no pics. I didn't even think about women. At the end of those 3 months, I was completely cured. I don't get sick at all when I talk to women anymore. Instead, now I get nervous when I talk to guys. But baby steps, people. Baby steps. That's all the advice I have today. I have to go and bust it to non-binary porn.